if you've been running ads on Facebook and you've not been retargeting your customers or your prospect, then you are leaving so much money on the table. And here's what I mean. So take for instance, you have a product you're advertising at the moment, and let's say the advert has been running for about 2 weeks, and within that 2 weeks, there would have been people who would have seen your adverts, and along the line, they were interested in getting your product, but something happened. They weren't able to get it. Now, in some cases, it might be that they're interested and they wanted to make order for your product, and maybe while they were trying to click on your ads and follow up the whole funnel thing, they got a call that came through, and once they picked the call and they ended the call, they couldn't get back to the advert again, and that's how you lose that customer at that point, right? And sometimes it could also be that there are prospective customers who actually like your product, but at the moment they might not have the cash. Maybe there's money they're expecting, so they are like, times these people might be interested in buying at a later time. So at that point, when they see the advert, they'll be like, oh, I don't have the money now, so maybe I should just wait till like next week when I'm being paid salary before I can actually order for this product, right? So sometimes that's how it works, and different times there are a lot of excuses that come up. Like, it's going to surprise you if you speak to these customers, the kind of excuses that come up along the line while they're trying to make order for your product. And that is why you need to be retargeting your customers. So if you're not retargeting your customers, you definitely need to start doing it right now. But how do you get to do it the right way is what I'm going to show you today. So if you stick around and watch this video to the very end, I'm going to be showing you step by step how you can actually create a retargeting advert to your prospective customers or people who actually have known you and are going to be interested in buying from you. So let's dive straight into my PC. So first off, you want to head over to your Facebook Ads Manager, and this right here, it's a Facebook Ads Manager I'm currently using. So I'm just going to refresh this page. Maybe I should refresh it from here directly. Okay, so that you see that it's a live account, an account that is actually live. Okay, so you can see this is a live account, and so first thing you want to do is create a custom audience. And the way to create a custom audience is to head over to these three lines, which is by the top left hand side of the screen, and click on it and head over to audiences. So sometimes audiences might not show up at the top menu. What you need to do is you can go scroll down and search for it at the bottom here, and you're going to see, look at it here, audiences, right? So we can also use this method to get audience. Now, while the audience loads up, you should know that this first step is what you need to be able to do for you to be able to retarget your audience, right? So we want to go ahead and create a custom audience. And for custom audience, now you can create custom audience via different sources, just as it's listed here. So you can create custom audience based on your own sources. Like if you have a catalog, like a catalog on your website that people would have visited while you were running adverts or while you are running adverts, or if you actually are into app development, or you are trying to advertise an app and you want to get people to download your app, you obviously would have gotten people on that app and you want to retarget them based on the app activity. So you can create a custom audience for that. Meanwhile, the other sources you can also use, you can use your Instagram account, you can use your Facebook page, which is, I feel, is very, very important. You can use your lead form. If you actually have a form that you have sent to people to click on while you were running adverts, you can use that. If you have an email list, you can also use an email list, which is very, very important also. Okay, so for today's purpose, I'm going to be focusing on just the video, the website, and the Facebook page. Okay, so we're going to start with creating a custom audience for the website. I'm going to start with the website, and I've clicked on the website, and I'm just going to go to next, and it's going to load up a page. So from here you can see we can actually target based on all the website visitors that have landed on our page, or you can decide to choose specific page. So let's take, for instance, you have a specific product that you have been running advert for, maybe out of your numerous products you have on sale. You can decide to pick your specific product page and just list it out here. So let's take, for instance, it's a website https dot my web example .com. So like let's say / teeth. So in the case where you're selling a teeth product, for instance, and you just want to get people who have visited your website, that is people who have landed on your landing page or your sales page, you can go ahead and use this method and just click on enter, and you have that there. So it's going to be creating a custom audience of people who have actually visited this particular landing page. All right. So, but if you are not being specific, if you don't want to be specific, you can go broad, which is what I would generally advise if you're selling a niche product, or if you sell niche products. Let's take, for instance, you sell beauty products overall, or you sell health products. You can just go ahead and target everyone who has visited your website, right? So I'm just going to go ahead with all website visitors, and you can go ahead with the retention days. Now, one thing you should take note of is at this point, you don't want to use a very small retention days, because if you're using a small retention days, what's going to happen is you're telling Facebook to only show your adverts to people who have seen your adverts in the last 30 days. And possibly you would have been running adverts for a longer period of time, maybe longer than 30 days, or there's a tendency for you to actually keep running that particular advert that you have for a longer period of time, maybe 180 days. So if you are saying Facebook should only show your ads to people who have visited your website within the last 30 days, if it exceeds 30 days, if the last time the person visited your website was maybe 45 days, Facebook will no longer show that advert to that person. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's actually what you are telling Facebook to do. So overall, one rule of thumb I like to use here is go with 180 days, which is usually a good period of time, a good time frame. That's like 6 months. So whoever has visited your website within the last 6 months, who hasn't made a purchase, who hasn't made an order, can now make an order. Some people would have visited this website and would have made an order. You actually don't want to send them these same ads again. You possibly want to make sure that these people who have already purchased in the last 180 days maybe don't necessarily need to purchase this product again. So what you want to do at this point is you want to exclude a particular set of people, right? So you make sure you can go ahead to exclude people who have visited specific pages, right? So what I did exactly was click on exclude people. Then I went ahead to click on people who visited specific web pages, right? So once you do that, you now come down and insert the name of your thank you page at this point. So you want to insert the name of your thank you page. So whatever it is, let's say https my website example / thank you. So this obviously means that anybody who has reached your thank you page, who has visited your thank you page in the last 180 days, because we're going to be using 180 days, not 30 days, in the last 180 days should not be seeing your retargeting ads. Like obviously that's the point. If you have sold to them in the last 180 days and you keep showing them the same product again, you're obviously just wasting money, because there's a tendency that they're not going to buy again. That's if the product is maybe a one-time product, except you're selling a product that is a kind of product that they will need to keep restocking maybe after every month or after 2 months. Except you're selling that kind of product, that's when you can go ahead to maybe just full-blown retargeting everybody again. Well, if you are selling a product that's a one-time kind of product, a product that maybe after people buys it once, they don't necessarily want to buy it again, or maybe it might take a longer time for them before they come back to rebuy from you. So you don't want to show your advert to people in that category. So once you're able to exclude this set of people, you come down and give this a name. So I'm going to give this website visitors. Website visitors 180 days. So you can actually give it whatever name that is easy for you to identify. You can decide to give it maybe the name of the product and say website visitors for 180 days and whatever it is. Now, once you have done that, you just hit create audience. So that will mean I have created an audience for my website visitors. So you see, we have that here already. Okay, so I'm going to go back again to create another custom audience, right? So hit on create audience. So I hit on create audience, create custom audience. And from here, we can now go ahead to the next category of audience we want to create. And we're going to go with video. Okay. So I click on next. And now at this point, you're going to choose the category of the people you want to retarget. Okay. So usually what I like to go ahead to use here is that people who either completed or viewed at least 15 seconds of your video. Okay, so for me, this is what I usually like to do, right? Or you can go ahead to just say people who viewed at least 10%, 10 seconds of your video. So usually within this tool is a safe place for you to get to create a good custom audience. Okay. So if you have a video which spans for, let's say, about 30 seconds to 1 minute, you can actually go ahead to use between 10 seconds and 15 seconds. That's going to be great for you in creating your custom audience. So let's say I use the 10 seconds. Now, once I use the 10 seconds, it's going to show me another option to choose the video. So once you click on it, you possibly would have been running an advert using a video, and it would have been getting some kind of views, and it will be shown here. Like you can see the thumbnail here, you can see the video details here, how many people have seen the video, and also how many 3-second video views you have gotten. So usually this is how you are going to see it listed here. Now, I don't have any video on this particular page I'm using because I just created this page for this purpose, and you're going to see that it has nothing to show here. But in your own case, if you have a product or you have a video that has been running ads for a while, you're going to see all the details here. So all you just need to do is choose the preferred video you want to use for this purpose. And once you have that video, you're going to click on confirm here, and that will be that. Okay, so in this case, I might not be able to create a video. And once you're done choosing the video, what you want to do is come to this retention days, and also just like we did in while creating the retention days for the website visitors, you can go ahead with the 180 days. Okay, and you can still go ahead and give it the name video views, and just like I said, you can give it video views 180 days. And if you have a product that you're selling at that point in time, or a product you're trying to create a retargeting audience for, the first thing you want to do is you can give this audience name, that's name of that product. So if you have a product, let's say you're selling a teeth whitener, you can just add a teeth whitener. Okay, teeth whitener video views 180 days. So it's easy for you to identify that that audience while you are selecting your target, your custom audience. Okay, so once that is done, you'll be able to create your custom audience for video views. I cannot create it immediately now because I haven't run any ads on this particular page that we're using at the moment. So I'm just going to cancel this for that. But you should have that added just like this on your own page. Okay, so I'm going to go back to create audience and create a custom audience. And from this custom audience, the next audience we want to be creating is from our Facebook page. And I've clicked on that, and I'm going to hit on next. Okay, so from this next, you want to do something. At this point, you can see you're going to be shown different options that you can actually target. So you can see here, you can actually target people who currently like or follow your page. And it further says this includes people who currently like or follow your page on Facebook. People who unlike or unfollow your page will be removed from this audience. So if there are people who recently have liked your page but have unliked it, maybe due to one reason or the other, they would not be seeing your retargeted ads. Okay, and you can also target everyone who engage with your page. Includes people who have visited your page or taken an action on a post or ad, such as reactions, shares, comments, link clicks, or carousel swipes. So this option here allows anybody who has done anything on your page, maybe the person has seen your ads and interacted with your ads, interacted with your post, or has clicked on the like, or has clicked on the share button, or has made a comment, or just swiped the carousel pictures you are using for your adverts. This retargeting ads will definitely be shown to this person. So you can also target just anybody who has visited your page, but overall I think what performs better is this default option that Facebook provides for us, which is showing your ads to everyone who has engaged with your page. Okay, and this is what I usually like to go with. So you just go to leave ease and click on enter, and what you want to do next is also the retention days. So for the page, I'm also going to go with 180 days retention. Okay, so if you also want to exclude people, you can also exclude people using the same exclude people option, just like we did for our website. Okay, but in this case, I don't think we want to be excluding anybody from our retargeted ads, since it's just people who have interacted with our page. We want to get them to see our advert once again and take action on our advert. So that's the goal of this particular advert. And once you're done that, next thing you want to do is to give it a name. So I'm just going to give this page engagement 180 days. Now once you are done with this, we're going to hit on create audience. Okay, so we have everything set up, right? So I'm just going to click on done. Okay, so we have, at this point, we have a page engagement, and we also have a website visitors. And for you should also have video views also. Okay, so since we have this already set up, next we want to do is how to actually use this to run an advert for retargeting via your Facebook Ads Manager. Let's head over to the Facebook Ads Manager. So you can just go to the top left hand side and click on all tools and head over to Ads Manager. So this is the Ads Manager loading up right now. So at this point, at this junction, once the page is fully loaded, you can hit on create, and you're going to hit on create like you're creating a new campaign, and go down to sales at this point and click on continue. Okay, so once you click on continue, good, you can give the page a name. Now, just so we are on the same page, for the purpose of this training, I'm not going to be showing you step by step how to run an advert. I'm just going to be showing you how you can actually set up your retargeting ads. Okay, I already have videos on how you can set up your adverts, how you can set up a campaign and run adverts, and it's still the same process you can use today to run adverts for any kind of business you run at the moment. Okay, so you can give the campaign a name. I'm just going to go to ad set level where the whole magic is done. Okay, so once you get to the ad set level, you want to scroll down and you can insert your pixel events here to add to carts, and scroll down to your audience. Okay, so at this point of custom audience, you're going to hit on this custom audience, and you're going to see all the audiences we have created. So you can see the audience, we have the page engagements, we have the website visitors, and in your case, you should also be having the video views audience. Okay, so we'll start with the page engagement audience. So I'm going to start with the page engagement audience. So you can see we have this page engagement audience, and now if you look through very well, you see there's something called advantage custom audience, which implies that Facebook is telling you that they are going to help you reach people beyond your custom audience when it is likely to improve performance. Now, except you are running a general campaign that says that you are trying to, maybe you're trying to give 5% discount, 10% discount, 30% discount to anybody that makes an order now, I don't think this is a wise choice to go with, because what it means is that Facebook is going to be showing that ads to more people beyond the people who have actually visited your page before, who have actually engaged with any of your posts before, or who have actually shown interest in what you are trying to sell to them. Okay, so which means it might show your ads to a larger audience and maybe perform better, maybe perform worse. You never know, but I usually will advise you to check this out if you are not running a general campaign. Because if you want to communicate with your audience, you want to communicate with an audience who has already seen your advert before, or who had shown interest in your product before, you don't want to be showing the same kind of advert to somebody who has never seen your product before, who doesn't even have an idea of what you are trying to sell to them until they see your ad. So you want people who have actually viewed your page before, who are interested in your product, to see this particular kind of ads. Then you need to uncheck this box right here so that your adverts can be shown only to those people who are interested in your ads. Okay, so what you want to do after that is you want to go ahead to stack more audiences here. So you go ahead and add website visitors. So for your video views, you can go ahead and also add the video views in this case. And once you are done, you can continue with your targeting. Okay, so another thing you should take note of is after adding all the audiences, make sure this box doesn't check itself, because it has a tendency to check itself randomly if you take your eyes off it a little bit. So this basically is how you can actually set up your retargeting ads campaign and retarget people who are interested in your product, people who have seen your product before, engage in your product, and are possibly interested in buying stuff from you. And you most likely will get a cheaper cost per conversion using this particular retargeting option right here. Okay, so I hope you'll be able to learn how to target your prospective customers who are interested in buying stuff from you. And if you find this video valuable, kindly hit the like button and share this video with as many people who you know who will be interested in running a retargeting ads campaign. And if this is your first time of visiting my channel, kindly hit the subscribe button below this video and click on the notification bell so that you get notified every time I drop a new video just like this one you're watching right now. So until I come your way next time, it's peace.